Hi and welcome to AFTV. I've got Turkish with me. We've just beaten Nottingham Forest 5-0 at the Emirates Stadium. Turkish, before we got to October, we looked at the fixture schedule and thought, boy, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a hard run. But unbeaten in the month of October when it comes to Premier League matches. Boys, so today came through with flying colours.
Yeah, no one can complain. And listen, after the PSV loss, I said I want to welcome Forest with a thumping. I asked for 3, 4, 5 goals, and they duly delivered. They delivered the 5, and they delivered a clean sheet on top of that, which I think someone mentioned it on stream. But our first clean sheet at home this season in the Premier League. So that's massive as well. So all round from start to finish, I think we managed the game well. We was the better team, obviously. Going in at half-time, only 1-0 up, obviously. You're a bit nervy, but then Reece Nelson, he shut it down in the second half. He got 2 goals and an assist, and it was a welcome return for him, I think, because he's someone that a lot of us Arsenal fans looked at in the youth setup and said he's probably next up.
Yep.
But then we saw Saka come through, Emil Smith-Rowe come through, amongst others as well, and kind of Reece Nelson's name disappear a bit from conversations. Listen, he's Arsenal through and through. He loves Arsenal Football Club. The first thing he did when he scored his first goal was kiss the badge. And it's not a kiss the badge from a European player coming in to show his affection to the fans. It's a kiss the badge because he is Arsenal. So listen, I love that. I look at this game and I can give Reece Nelson man of the match, and moving forward now, maybe he can play more of an impact coming off the bench as well.
Is that what you want to see, Turkish? You want to see him get involved more instead of, having a man of the match? I'm going back to Maitland-Niles last year when he was against Watford, got man of the match and ended up leaving Arsenal. Do you want to see more of Reece Nelson? Do you think he has the capabilities to feature a lot more in his first team? Because like you said, he was a young prospect from before.
It's not like Reece. I've always liked Reece. Do I think going in with him in the biggest games bodes well? Probably not. But listen, a 38-game season doesn't have 38 big games, big tests. There's games here and there that you can look at and say, listen, maybe a little shuffle and opportunity to some of the fringe players wouldn't go amiss. And I think Reece Nelson has firmly put his name in that hat now moving forward. A lot of us were shocked. I think people probably expected either Marquinhos or Vieira to come on, both summer signings, but it was Reece who got the nod, and Reece duly delivered for Arteta, for the team, and for us fans. So big up Reece first and foremost. And overall, I think, when you look at the starting 11, and obviously unfortunate Saka comes off injured, I'm really hoping for the best there because Saka's a big player for us, and I know there's only a few games left now from now to the World Cup. But he's massive for us, and I assume that English fans feel like he's massive for them too. So I hope that Saka, it's just precaution and it's only a knock, and he's back for Chelsea away. But other than that, I look at Ben White, another top performance under the radar. Partey, another top performance, a banger as well. Sweetly struck. Odegaard, at times quiet, but look, he comes out with the 5th goal, sweet strike as well. Hopefully that gives him the impetus to strike some more moving forward in games. Jesus, I think he's probably a name to talk about because a lot of people are talking about him. I see in the chat a lot of, he's a Lacazette 2.0. Listen, there ain't no Lacazette 2.0 about Jesus, because regardless if he's not scoring, he's still doing something. He's still adding something to the game. He's still a player we're looking at and asking Arteta not to take him off. Whereas it was very different with Laka. Without Laka scoring, we was really scraping the bottom of the barrel for praise, and that praise tended to be, he holds off defenders well, he flicks it around the corner well. Jesus does that well without scoring, and he adds more too. And today he got 2 assists. I think that brings him to 5 goals, 5 assists in his first 12 games in the Premier League. He's on course to do what I expected him to do. He's never been a 20-goal-a-year striker, so to expect that from him in his first full season given the role. Now, listen, there's a balance to it because he wanted to be a main striker. He wanted to be given this role, hence why he's here and hence why he's the number 9. But in his first season, I'd expect, 15 goals, 10 assists, 18 goals, 8 assists, something along those lines. I think 20 goals is the target for any striker coming into a top club because that's what we're just used to. Get a striker in that's going to bag you 20 a year. But I think we're still building towards a complete squad, and Jesus is a vital piece to the 11, piece to the squad, and piece to our future, in my opinion.
With everything you've just spoken on, just then, what you rattled through, do we still need to strengthen in January up front?
Yeah, we do. Even the best teams need to strengthen in every window. I keep on saying this. It's not the first time. It won't be the last time I said it. Arteta said in January that you have to maximize every window to keep up with the best clubs. And that goes for Manchester City. That goes for Real Madrid, the PSG. If need be, they look at their current situation. And there's always improvements to be made. Maybe it's not always an improvement in the 11, but it can be an improvement in depth that kind of adds competition, adds motivation, that improves the quality in the 11 itself.
Yep.
So there's always business to be done. it's a funny one because a lot of people are talking about title challenges. Now, I still think it's very early, and my target is still get out of January firmly in top 4, comfortably in top 4, and let's see what business we do.
If we do that, because I know you're going to carry on speaking, but if we do that, we get 6 points for the next 2 games. We go into Christmas, we're top of the league, and then January, I know there's a few games for January, but we get a sign-in or 2, a midfielder and a striker. Can you start to believe in that conversation?
I need to see some more videos of Haaland limping, and then I might believe it a bit more. Because that guy, I'm surprised he missed obviously the weekend game. I think they played. Who did they play? I forgot who they played, but he missed that game. Leicester away, and they won it 1-0. He missed that game, but I think Manchester City's title challenge kind of rests not just firmly on Haaland's goals, but Haaland's goals kind of, when you see what he's done so early on in the season, it's hard to see past him breaking records, De Bruyne breaking records, and Manchester City eventually being the champion. But come January, come February, if we're still in and around that conversation, if we can add, quality and depth into the side in January, then we'll speak again in February. But I'm not reanalyzing my targets or expectations or ambitions this season until February. I think that's just me being fair. Take it every game at a time. Take it a period at a time, every few weeks. Analyze, like you just said, 6 points out of the next 2. I think that's how I'm looking at it as well. 6 points, bare minimum 4 points. And we move into the World Cup in a very, very strong position, either top or second behind Manchester City.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to AFTV. Bye!
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.